All right, how it sound? Y'all hear me? Oh, okay. Yo, Skinny, what's going on, man? I appreciate you subscribing to the channel, brother. Domino, what's going on? Yeah, let's hit that thumbs up for me, man. Let's hit that thumbs up. Want to come and politic with y'all today. Oh, we got 13 in the house. Yo, CG, what up? It's a cloudy day today. So I'm back over here at the yard. All right, so look. Sometimes in life things happen, right? Hey, Brandy. I'm waiting for a few people to get up in here. What up? What up? McCoffee, what's going on? Be sure to hit that thumbs up for me, man. Hit that thumbs up for me. Need y'all to hit that thumbs up for me. Definitely gotta hit that thumbs up for me. Hey, Kimberly. What's going on with you today? Yeah, we got 16 in the building. Hit that thumbs up. Let's hit that thumbs up. It felt good to be sitting back in my truck. I'm telling you. It felt good sitting back in my truck. Let me tell you. Yo, Steven, what up, Dow? Feel good to sit back in my truck. Let me fix this. So, yo, Steven, I appreciate it. So for y'all, where we at? We got 16 in the house. Got 16 in the house. Spikey! So look. Oh man, I forgot how I feel to have a shifter. Damn, I miss riding like that. For real. Oh. Don't mind my bed, it's junky. It's junky. Y'all already know, it's junky. So look. So I had to go do a random today. I went and did a random today. I had to get it done before the 25th. Yo, Ron, what up? Tell your little princess, Sinister, sir, hey, and your boys. So, you know, people been hitting me up about my truck. And everybody been wanting to know what's going on with Boogie Mobile, right? Hey, Diamond. What's going on with you, sis? So everybody been, you know, people been hitting me up. People been texting me, yo, Sin, everything good? What's going on with your truck? Because everybody saw me in the loaner, right? So, as you can see, I'm sitting back in my truck now. So, my brain is in overdrive right now. So, in life, things happen in life for a reason, right? People come in your life for a reason. People leave out of your life for a reason. And you might not understand why certain events are happening in your life right now. Let me tilt this down a little bit, right? Certain events happen in your life for a reason. And you might not understand why at the time things are happening. And let me tell y'all, the universe is shifting, right? Everyone has a universal shift. Everyone has a universal shift. And sometimes when you sit back and you just sit still, you'll start noticing things. People come, people go. Events happen. Certain events stop happening. So there's a universal shift that's happening in my life right now. And you might be going through a universal shift and don't realize what's going on. But, you know, things are changing. Things are moving. So you just got to allow things to shift and move, right? You gotta allow it to shift and move. So, y'all know my truck went down, and I've been in a loaner. So, I'm back here at the yard. I deliver my load, and Credit, what's going on, sis? You trucking today? So, everything happens for a reason, and you might not understand why you're going through what you're going through. You really don't. Certain things you might have just been praying for to happen. Certain events just happen unexpectedly. Time to move different. Time to do different things. Time to take that leap of faith. Right? Time to take that leap of faith. Universal shift. You want certain things. You praying for certain things. You meditate on certain things. And you might not see it. You know what I mean? Right, Diamond, right. It's a season. Right, it's a season or a reason people are put in our lives at times. Right. And listen, I've been through a lot in my life. I've been through a lot in my life. And everyone been through a lot in their life on all different scales. On different scales of life. What up, Zoe? So everyone been through different things in life. Things pop up unexpectedly. People come, people go. You got to remove yourself from around people. You stop rocking with certain people. Certain people stop rocking with you. You move away from just a different set of you start thinking about life in a different principle, with a different principle. You leave a job, you find a new job. Yo, Robert, what's going on? Country Ghetto said, listen, y'all come out them bushes. It's 34 in the... Yo, CG, I didn't even peep that. That is 35 in the bushes. Well, not everyone in the bushes, but it's 35. You know my lives is usually what, about 25, 30? Usually about 25. My boy CG already on y'all heads. Yup. Yup. Yeah, Diamond. That is for sure. So the devil was always working. So the devil was always... I've slept in the bushes before. Right. Right. So shout out to all the bush babies in the live that ain't dropped down. Hit the thumbs up if you're gonna be in the bushes at least. So Black Jesus, what's going on? Salute, brother. So I'm back over here. I'm at the yard. Kimberly say, yeah, Kimberly, I got tons of bush babies. You know, look, 36, 37. Look, they coming. They coming. They here. They here. For real. You got to surround yourself with people that want better for you, that have your best interests at heart. And some people you're just going to move apart from. Hey, Satin. Satin said, how you doing, my brother? Hang in there. The universe will get better. I promise you that. Thank you. Hey, Nadia. What's going on? Diamond said, that's good because you may have a message for them. Right. It's 37 up in here. Yeah. So, like I was saying, like, things happen in life for a reason, and you don't understand why. Things are shifting. There's a universal shift. When you start elevating certain people, the universe is going to cause y'all to part. You continue in the climb, and you can't take everyone with you, and everyone can't go with you. And you don't know, like, what blessings is coming towards you. You don't know. All suddenly, new people enter your life, people leave out of your life, and new people into your life, and there's lessons with everyone that's coming into your life at this point in your time, in this time part of your life. Yes, Nadia, you can. Right on time. Right on time. We got 40 in the building. Look at this. 40 in the building. It's all right. I love all of y'all. Don't worry about it. So you walk away from people. People walk away from you. You gain new people in your life. You learn new experiences with people in your life. You learn new experiences with people that's coming in your life. It's things that you want that has not arrived yet. It's things that's starting to arrive, and it seems like it's taking longer than it should, and you just got to allow and trust the process. Now, don't mind my bed because it's junky. You know, I ain't been in the truck. So, people been texting me, yo, Sin, what up? How you doing? What's going on with your truck? Is your truck fixed? Right? They ain't been to my channel, and they ain't been to my channel. I obviously know they ain't been to my channel. Because if they been on my channel, here on my channel, they'll know I'm sitting in a rental because the truck was up here since I had it towed, right? KB, what up, brother? So, I feel you, CG. I feel you. I feel you, CG. So, people have been hitting me up. Yo, Sin, what's going on with your truck? You all right? First, they'll hit you with the, yo, you all right? You good? Yeah, I'm good. Yo, your truck fixed yet? Nah. You know, at the time. Because they haven't been to the channel. They haven't been over here on the channel to find out. Yo, let's hit that thumbs up. Look at this. We got 42 in the chat. We got 42 up in here. They in the bushes. They're like, oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. We've been waiting on this one, Sinister. Where we at? 31 likes. Oh, the Bush babies. They in the clouds. Look, Nadia. It's a gloomy day. A real gloomy day. Spiky said, I was eating food. The Journey, what's up? I got a heavy cloud over me up here in Illinois. So, it's a lot going on. Universally, things is moving. There's moving components. There's moving pieces. It's a lot that's just going on in the universe. Really is. There's a lot going on. People is moving from one place, going to somewhere else. They know it's better for them. So, if you got a universal shift going on, people, understand it's happening for a reason. I got a universal shift going on right now. Yo, KB, you know, me and you talk. And people don't want the best for us. There's people who don't want the best for us. There's people that would love to see us fail. There's people who's praying for our downfall. There's people who just have something negative to say, right? For whatever reason. Not everybody gonna like us. Not everybody gonna run with us. Not everybody gonna be down with us. Not everybody got your best interests at heart. Hey, Michelle. So, you're sitting back You're tired. You feel it in your spirit. You feel it on, you just feel that aura on you. It's heavy. It's heavy. That energy is heavy. It's right here. It's right here. It's right here. Yo, Jordan Young, what's going on? You feel drained. You feel tired. No matter how much sleep you done got, you still feeling tired today. No matter what you've done, you meditated, you prayed, but that energy is heavy in your presence. That energy is weighing heavy on your body, right? Now you're sitting and you're trying to figure out some things and your mind just clouded. You don't even know where to start to understand the shift. Right, Diamond, right. There's moments in life where you're going to go through, you got to make decisions and you got to deal with certain things that come across your path in life. My boy KB said, yo, Sin, you must have read my mind going through this process too, releasing negative leeches, people out of my head, out of his life. My boy Robert said, just getting ready to write up a business plan and feeling hopeful. Nadia said, the good thing about being an adult is we all have experienced shifts in our lives. They wisdom comes in at knowing what, all right, coming in at knowing when to see and move on. And move on it. Satin said, put this melody in your head. Here comes the sun, little darling. Oh, here comes the sun. So, thank you, Satin. I appreciate that. And we all been down and out before. We all been through trials and tribulations. We all done been broken. We all done been hurt. We all done been through something. So, Percy, what's going on? Never saw you in here before, but welcome. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. So, everybody been wanting to know what's going on with my truck. As you can see, I'm back in my truck. All right. It's over for. It's over for. So everybody been sitting there waiting for me to give an update. Here's the update. It's over for. Truck is done. Truck is done. I paid it off. Cost me $45,000. I got it 2018 with 625,000 miles on it. Paid it off by 2019, 3 days after my birthday. I put 1,011,000 miles on it. So since everybody's been waiting on this update, because everybody been wanting to know what's going on with my truck, the truck is done for. Engine is done. That's it. Engine is done. Because, you know, people don't ask me in other people's chats. People text me, And I said, yo, as soon as I know, you will know. So this is it for it. This is it for it. Sure is. So I'm here to start packing my stuff up in my truck. Um, the engine is done for, and I got what I needed out of Boogie. I boogied in this truck. I put some real hard running on it. You know, I bought brand new seat. You know, you kept seeing me going in and out of the shop, in and out of the shop. And I'm not rebuilding it. I'm not rebuilding it. I'm not rebuilding it. I'm not, nope. So I'm letting it go. I put a lot of money. I already put enough money in it. I'm not rebuilding it. I'm letting it go. Like I said, I put 1,011,000 miles on it. And once me and the owner spoke, and he was like, bro, your dad's 98. I appreciate it. But I wanted to come do this live. I was gonna do it pre-recorded, but nah. Yeah, yo, Percy, right, right. I bought this truck for 45,000. I had 625,000 miles on it. I ran hard. And in life, sometimes you gotta move on. You gotta move on. You gotta move on. You gotta move on. Whatever God has planned, I know it's just time to move on. It's time to move on. So as far as what I'm gonna do next, I don't know. What's next for me, I don't know. I've been through a lot in life. I prayed on a lot of stuff. And when my truck went down, my boy KB, his truck went down. And it was like me and KB was going through the same thing, the same week. Same week. He was in the hotel, I was in the hotel. So shout out to my boy, my brother KB, the smooth one. And the company that and where he's at. They looked out for him, right? So Optimus Prime, what's going on? Yeah, man. This is the same truck I had my cat in. So, um, what's next? Only God knows what's next. So, y'all might be sitting with a decision y'all need to make, and it's a hard one because y'all know how much this was the Boogie Mobile. This is my first truck I ever owned, and let me be honest with y'all, I never made that type of money in my life to own a vehicle. I never had a car in my life. The first vehicle I ever owned was this truck. For real, this was the first vehicle I ever was able to have in my name. So I never got to buy my own first car. Y'all know I came from the projects. Y'all know I came from struggle. And my goal was to get out here and just give myself a better life as a man. Continue to grow as a man. So the truck is done for. Thank you to everyone who has supported me with this trucking, with my over the journey of my trucking career. I've been out here 8 years. And I appreciate the people who have supported me. Been here on a loyal basis. That just got here, that's just joining my channel. Y'all saw me go through different trials and tribulations with trucking. So, and for all of y'all who's been through the struggle and been through the times in life where it's like, damn, you're just trying to figure some things out and you don't know. For real. So, this truck's been a blessing. This truck, the number on this truck was the same number as the subway stop that's in the projects where I live at. That's how I knew this truck had a different, it was meant for a different, it was just sent, heaven sent. Heaven sent, because this same truck is the reason I moved out the projects. So, I'm not going to keep it. I'm not going to rebuild it. It's time for me to move on from it. Let it go. Today is September 21st, 2021. We're going to mark this date. So I'm going to start packing my stuff up in here. Getting everything packed up. Right now, most content creators wouldn't be able to be this transparent. I was hoping it wasn't going to be this, but it is. It is. I put a lot of work. I put a lot of money in it. I put a lot of work in it. I nearly rebuilt it, but once I spoke to my family and I spoke to the owner here where I'm at, he like, nah. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. You know, and I don't know what's ahead of me. I don't. I ain't even gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. I don't know what's ahead of me. I don't know what's next for me. You know what I mean? I don't know what's next for me. Just like I didn't know once I let that apartment go in the project what was gonna be next for me. Y'all know I live in my truck. My stuff is in storage. I have no apartment. You know, I ain't got no house. When I go back to the city, I stay at my sister's house. Because I'm only home for like a week, so, you know. And shout out to everybody that came up in the room, man. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. But, yo, St. Peterbilt, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I know a lot of people going to reach out like, yo, Sin, man, you know, you can... Right now, I'm just allowing whatever the universe is doing in my life to do what it do. Whatever God got planned to do, whatever he gonna do. So I'm grateful for it. I've been blessed to have it. And okay, Saturn, I got you. So today's the day. I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. I transferred the title back over to the owner. and let him do what he gonna do with it. As far as my shop bill, I mean not the shop bill, the tow bill was, the owner looked out for me. He took the truck back off my hands, and we cleared that debt with the tow bill. So I gave him back, I transferred the title back over to him, and he could either scrap it for parts or whatever he's going to do with it. And he has looked out for me, and I'm grateful for him. He taught me a lot about being an owner operator. This is my first vehicle I ever owned in life in general. This is the truck that taught me how and what it takes to be an owner operator, because all the times I was in hotels and the $5,000 repair bills and the $7,000 repair bills and the $8,000 repair bills and the 2,000s and the 3,000s. But I also saw my life change for the better because of my freedom. So, who was it? My boy, Sideshow. He said, yo, Sin, I know you up to something. Because he been waiting to see what was going on or what I was up to. I don't know what's ahead of me, y'all. I don't. I got faith in whatever the Lord is going to do. Whatever the Lord got planned, whatever the Lord is writing right now, he up there like, yo, Sin, I need you to do this. I need you to do this live today. I need you to do this live today. So I came in trucking to better my life. I've been at night. I represented night. Walked away from there with nothing. No matter how much I've done over there, I walked away with nothing. I ain't even walk away with the dark horse. Wasn't meant for me to have the truck. I left night, went to Tribe for about a month. Got lied to by the recruiter over there. Took a pay cut. Left night, took a pay cut because I just got tired of them leaving me stranded when my truck was having issues with the fuel injector. So, went over there, the Tribe, and I stayed there for a month and I quit. Walked away because it was like just the pay, the way they did the pay structure, and then the recruiter lying. So I stayed for a month because, I still had to take care of child support at that time. I quit. I fired them. I'm like, yo, I'm bringing your truck back. Oh, wow, what's going on? I'm like, your recruiter told me it was going to be 40 cent empty, which is your empty miles, and 40 cent loaded when you got a load on you. And it wasn't that. It wasn't that. Your deadhead miles was per diem. It was 40 cent total, but it was like 30, 35 cent loaded, and the other half of it, this was your deadhead miles, your empty miles that you drive when you got no load on you. I got pay stubs. I got pay stubs in my emails from when they used to send me pay stubs. But that's not what this is about. I'm just speaking on my experience. So they flew me back home. I went home and Knight called me back. The senior vice president called me back and was like, hey, Sam, what's going on? And I'm like, not much, what's up? And he was like, we would like you to come back. So I was like, they was like, you don't got to run out of Memphis. You don't got to run out of Memphis terminal. And that was my people there. Like, my safety manager, Natasha, she really took care of me there. So I went back tonight. They flew me out to Iowa. Not Iowa, what was it? It was one of the western states. I can't even think of it. But I had to go out west to get a new truck. Run out of the Indianapolis terminal. Got a brand new truck. It was automatic. Got there. The terminal manager that was there, he didn't like the fact that I had that pull at corporate. So what they do? Because I was telling them I need more miles. Because if you know this game, and for those who don't know this game, if the miles is not there, the money's not there. So if you're looking to come into trucking, or you not, even if you're not a professional truck driver, let me talk to the ones who are not professional truck drivers. Let me tell y'all how we get paid in this game. If the wheels ain't turning, we ain't earning. And if you on cents per miles, which is, you might have a 500-mile load, right? And let's just say you got a 500-mile load, times that by 40 cents, you only made $200. You drove 500 miles. So you got to run at least 3,000 miles or more a week if you on 40 cents a mile. And so there's company drivers out here that really struggling. There's drivers out here that's really struggling. Yo, Brooklyn, what up? Nah, it's all gravy, brother. Right, Diamond? So for those that don't know how trucking is designed, you know, everybody got an opinion on what you should do. Everybody got an opinion on what they think you should do. A lot of people feel, they got the best advice for your life, but don't got their life together. Wow, there's so many new people up in here. Look at this, 52. Hit that thumbs up since everybody dropping in. So, Dad said, yo, Sin, Choice Sin says gratitude. Yo, fam, we are from New York. We are New York strong. We don't stand down. Not at all. Not at all. So shout out to all my people from New York City and the Northeast. Jersey, PA, all that. All that. We are built different from the Northeast. We are built different. We done been through all kinds of trials and tribulations, oodles and noodles, 4 days in a row, because ain't no food in the fridge. You popped. Going to the bodega. Getting lunch meat on credit. Getting lunch meat, bread, mayonnaise on credit. Calling your sister or calling someone in the family like, yo. I remember I used to call my sister and be like, yo, sis, can I borrow $25? So when I got to a point in trucking where my money was good, I went back and looked out for my sister. And it's only right. SRT, yo, T, what up? Yeah, Trucking Sean 203, Connecticut. You know, the whole Northeast, we built different. Our battlegrounds up there is different. Our mindset is different. The way we speak is different. The way, up Northeast, we project when we speak. We speak with emphasis. Our vocabulary is ebonics. So, But we built different. We move different. We think different. We grind different. Not trying to take nothing from anywhere else in the country. I'm just speaking on where I'm from. Yeah, Diamond, maybe it's time to take a break and regroup. So everybody, for those who's been on my channel on a regular basis, y'all remember when I did the video when I paid this truck off? Now y'all here for this live, and I'm telling y'all, the truck is done for. This is it for it. I'm sitting in it because I gotta pack it up. So time to move on from it. So, yo, DEA, what up? But like I was saying, so I left night. The second time I went back, they starved me out. They trapped me out west because the terminal manager that was running the reefer division in Indianapolis, he ain't like the fact that I can call corporate because I had that pull. So they trapped me out west. For those who ain't professional truck drivers, let me tell you what sometimes what a lot of companies do to drivers out here. And regardless how much I represented night, the terminal manager that ran the reefer division, I forgot his name though. He was a little flimsy. He was flimsy. He was filled. Oh, you ain't got to call corporate. You come talk to me about your miles. So I know he was sitting in his head like, yo, you a driver. How you got this type of pull? Because drivers is not supposed to have that type of pull. I'm not supposed to be able to call the senior vice president and be like, yo, listen, I need more miles. Right? Yeah, he's flimsy. He was real flimsy. Anybody in the Northeast, you know what flimsy is. So he was in his feelings. Nah, not at all. Not at all. Not at all, Diamond. But, so, they trapped me out west. They kept me running between Oregon and Washington State. They was like, oh, there ain't no other loads coming back out east. So they trapped me just to run those two states. Money low, everything, starving me out. Oh, he got fired. Look at that, how karma works. Look how karma worked. He ended up getting fired. So, and once I told him once I spoke to the senior vice president in corporate, he was like, yo, we're going to run you out of Phoenix. He pushed the approval through because anybody that worked with night, no, you can't just leave terminal to go to another terminal. You gotta quit to go to another. You gotta quit, then get hired in the other terminal, which I always found that was just stupid. So, okay. My boy Patrick said he slept with a driver, got fired. So, but hey, karma. You do people wrong, it'll come back to you. So anyway, once the approval went through, all of a sudden, they was able to find me a load that took me from Oregon all the way back to Indy straight. And my dispatcher that was there, he was in on it too. Well, I couldn't say it was the dispatcher because the terminal manager that ran the reefer division side tells the dispatcher, yo, tell him it's only loads running between Oregon and Washington. Right? So my dispatcher couldn't do nothing. Like, he got to keep his job. So it's nothing personal between me and that dispatcher. Like, I ain't never had no problem with that dispatcher. We was cool. But when you got someone over your head yanking that cord, pulling the strings, like, yo, nah, leave his ass out there. Leave him stuck out there. Because he was mad because I had that type of call. I can call to corporate like that. And corporate will call them like, yo, listen, you take care of him. Right? So once the approval went through, they was gonna run me out of Phoenix so I can be closer to the corporate office. So senior vice president like, hey, listen, they ain't got no new trucks in Phoenix. We're gonna clean up one of the other trucks. We're gonna get it detailed, right? We're gonna get it detailed. And I'm like, all right, they ain't have no new trucks in Phoenix. Went to Phoenix, there was a new terminal manager there. So on the way back to Indy, I had to stop. I think I had to stop, or I was coming out of California, but I had to stop in Phoenix along the way. So I get there. It was a lady that worked in there named Chris. She was a sweet lady. Always looked out for me when I needed night shirts. And I met with the terminal manager, and the terminal manager gonna sit and say, oh, why you wanna run out of this terminal? Like, so I'm sitting and I'm like, I know you know who I know corporate done told you who I was. Like not walking in there like I was just like, I'm the shit. Told you who I was and why I was getting transferred here. I was like, here we go. Right? Here we go. Here we go. So they gave me the keys to go out to the yard to look at the truck that they supposed to have detail for me, right? I go and get in the truck. Truck nowhere near detailed. Ain't clean. Smell like cigarettes. Piss bottles in the truck on the floor. I remember I was on the phone with my boy Quick. And Quick said, you know what, son? They ain't got no respect for you no more. They ain't got no more respect for you. So my boy Quick said, you know what, son? It's time to go. This is bull. He was like, yo, my boy Quick was pissed. He was like, you know what, son? That's bullshit. All the things you've done to put Night Refrigerated on the map, and for you to get treated like this, like, it's time to go. Ain't no more respect here for you. And I was like, you know what? You're right. So I went back in the building. And I spoke to the lady, Chris. And I said, oh, I came up with something. I said, you know what? I said, oh, all right, I went and seen the truck. I'm going to leave the key with you. I'll be back. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take this load to Indy, drop the truck off. I'm going to take some home time. I'm stressed. You know, I'm aggravated. I'm stressed. I'm going to just take 2-3 weeks off. I'm going to take 2-3 weeks. I'm going to take 2 weeks off. I'll fly back out. But I was already in my head like, I ain't coming back. Piss bottle in the truck. Floor filthy. Smell like cigarettes. Dog hair in the truck. And I'm like, and now they telling me from corporate that the truck was detailed. The terminal manager in Phoenix was like, why you want to run out of this terminal? So I was like, all right. Got back to Indiana, dropped off the load, took the truck to the yard, cleaned the truck out, made sure it was clean. Got a rental and ran to Minnesota and went to MrSinnizter. And that was short-lived. So I was at night. I did all those videos. Brung a lot of drivers there. Brung tons of money through that company. Because now I got to this level of the game, I know what these loads is really paying. So I know they was eating. They was eating. Try to look out for the drivers I brung through there to make sure they good. You know, because everybody was coming tonight, you know, refrigerated off of me doing videos. And wanting to see other people make it in this game, because this game is dirty. This game is real dirty. You know, and companies will do you dirty in this game. Terminal managers will do you dirty in this game. Dispatchers will do you dirty in this game. Everyone eats off the driver. They'll do you dirty in this game, and they'll put things on your driver in abstract. They'll starve you out. You tell them you need to be home for this day, and they don't get you home in time. For those who are not professional truck drivers, let me tell you how it works when you're a company driver in this game. For every 7 days that you are out, it's only 1 day off. That's how this game works. So every week, for 1 week that you run, there's only 1 day off. And a lot of companies don't let you accumulate time. So if you ran 5 weeks, you don't get 5 days off. No, it don't work like that. You run 3-4 weeks. You run 3-4 weeks, you get 3-4 days off. And your first day of home time counts if you're traveling. So I used to park the truck in PA at Carlisle. My first day is driving from Carlisle, PA to the city. That's day one. So by the time you get home and settle in, 3 days later, because it takes 3 days to transition back into being able to be comfortable in your own bed, because we sleeping in the truck all the time. It's time to go again. You don't really get no full rest. You back out here holding the steering wheel. Then when it's time for your evaluation to come around, they give you a half a cent. What the hell is a half a cent? My channel ain't never been about the money. My channel was about educating and showing people and motivating people. Showing everybody what this game is about, what you're going to go through out here, how to get through it, turn up your grind, be on your grind, be focused. So after 3-4 days home, you back out. Now you back running. Some companies will never get you home on time. Back to the evaluate. When it's time for your evaluation for your raise, you might get a penny. So if you already making 40 cents and you run for a whole year with that company, you get 1 cent raise. So let's say if you had a company this year and you're making 40 cents per mile. That's what CPM means, cents per miles. You get 40 cents for every mile you run. Like I said, so if you drive 500 miles total on a trip, it's only $200. This is before your taxes. So when you see these billboards and you see these signs in these truck driving schools and they talking about make $40,000 a year, you might not make that $40,000 your first year. Because it depends on how you run. It depends where you go. And that $40,000 is gross. That's not net. That's not including if you pay child support. That's not including if you got a mortgage and car insurance. That's not including the times you take off or times you might be in the hotel because your truck is in the shop. Yeah, they'll pay for it because you're a company driver. They'll pay for it because you're in the shop. So you get a cent, you get a cent raise. You get half a cent. So now you'll go from 40 cent to 40.5. 40.5. That's the half cent. Yo, Frank, you already know, man. You already know. You already know how child support is. I already know. You know me. I've been there. So now you're running that. All right, if you get 41 cent, right? You get 41 cent. We're going to use that. You get a penny raise. You get a penny raise. So now you went from 40 cent to 41 cent per mile. You run that same 500 miles at 41 cent. Guess what? You only get 405. Well, not 405. You get $205. That's how much that 1 penny does for you. That's what that 1 penny does for you. Now, what about drivers that's coming in this game, going to companies that paying 35 cent, 32 cent a mile? The pay garbage. And if you don't study this game, you don't learn this game, because not everybody going to tell. This game is not to be, everybody ain't going to tell you what's really going on in this game. There's a lot more about this game that you need to know. And when I got to this level of being an owner-operator, the things that I've seen that they do in the company drivers and they did to me, you want to call highway robbery. Highway robbery. But being an owner-operator, yeah, the title owner-operator, yeah, sound good until it's time to deal with owner-operator bills. Now, I came from making $329 a week to coming in the trucking. When I started at Warner, I went from $329 to $620 to $650 a week. Hell yeah, I was happy. Then I left Warner, went the night, and I made my first $1,000 check. You out here on this road, weeks at a time. Weeks at a time. Away from your family. You miss family. And then you miss family events. But here's the bigger thing about it. With you being a company driver at these big mega carriers, you got a choice. You got a choice when Thanksgiving and Christmas come. Which one you going to go for? You going home for Thanksgiving, but you can't be out for Christmas. If you stay out for Thanksgiving, then you can go home for Christmas. You can't have both. You can't have both. So either you go home for Thanksgiving and you run through Christmas, or you run through Thanksgiving and you go home for Christmas. Yes, gross is not net. Gross is everything before taxes. Gross is everything before taxes and medical and all your deductions. What your bank account get deposited is your net. What they say your check is at the bottom. My boy Ron said he started at 29 cents per mile. And I'm going to do a video on this for new drivers. So Ron made 29 cents per mile. So let's use the 500 mile thing, right? 500 miles times 0.29. So Ron will run 500 miles and only make $145 on that one trip. On that one trip. So Is drivers out here starving? Yeah. Is drivers out here stressed out? Yeah. Is drivers out here company hopping? Yeah. Is drivers out here trying to figure this game out? Yeah. My boy Roadrunner, he started at 32 cents. All right. So Roadrunner said he started at 32 cents. We're going to use the 500 miles again. So 500 miles times 0.32. So a 500-mile trip for him was $160 for that one trip. Now, let's do this. Let's just say they tell you in this industry you get the minimum of 2,500 miles for the week. So let's use that. So 2,500 times 0.32. That's $800 gross. Gross. You run 2,500 miles at 32 cents per mile, brings you a gross of $800 before taxes, before child support, before Medicaid, before your health insurance come out. If you on child support and they say you got to provide Medicare, health care for your children. Hold on, I got someone right here. Who's that? JD. JD said he started 26 cents at Stevens. Let's use this. 500 miles times 0.26 cents. For JD to run 500 miles, he only made $130 on that one trip. So he made 26 cents. Minimum they'll tell you with mega carriers is 2,500 miles a week. 2,500 times 0.26. He only made $650 gross. Gross. That's before state taxes, federal taxes, depending where he lives. $650 JD made at Stevens. So someone said, wait, I saw someone else with another. Yes, that was 460 miles, I believe. Okay. 32 cent Roadrunner, I did that. All right, so Ron is at 41 cents. And I broke that down. So 2,500 miles for the week times 0.41. If you make 41 cents a mile and you run 2,500 miles for the week, you make $1,025 before taxes. Before taxes. All right, Ron. My boy Ron said he's CR England starts at 18 cents per mile. So 2,500 miles for the week times 0.18. You only make $450 gross for the whole week. So, are drivers out here starving? Hell yeah. Are drivers still starving to today? Hell yeah. So, it's money in this game, but it's sacrifice that comes with this game. It's stressful days that come with this game. It's stressful nights that come with this game. It's lonely days that come with this game. It's eating breakfast by yourself that comes with this game. It's having breakfast by yourself. It's eating lunch on a 30-minute break by yourself. It's having dinner at a truck stop by yourself on a headset. Talking to your family every day or your friends. It's many nights that you're going to drive and no one is up to be on the phone with you. because we all running on different time zones. There's many drivers out here that having relationship issues back home because of trucking. Comes with this game. There's drivers out here that's watching YouTubers talk about the type of money they make, and they come out here and they don't make nowhere near what that driver was talking about. And they come out here and they compare, and there's drivers out here, company, lease purchase, owner op, watching other drivers succeed, buy a house, buy a car, get a second truck, and start moving faster than they should be, and jump in different levels of knowledge, so they can try to be who they watching. Am I right, all my drivers in the chat? Am I right? It's drivers out here that's frustrated with the money they making because they done saw someone else talk about the money they make. Now they sitting in their truck and they driving and they frustrated. Damn, why I don't got what they got? Is they envious? Is there drivers out here driving, watching other people get it? Hell yeah. Is there drivers that drivers done met other drivers at companies and they no longer in the game? It's drivers that came out here, got on the truck with a trainer and only lasted for a week and said, yo, I can't do this. The money don't come right away. Can you deal with that? There's companies that you can't turn the load down. You have to take it. You might not want to go into Chicago, but you're a company driver. What can you say? That's called forced dispatch. Yo, Randy, what's up, brother? This game is grimy. This game is horrible. This game is good. This game is sickening. This game is unhealthy. This game is dangerous. They eat off you in this game. Everyone eats off the driver in this game. Everyone. You run 3,000 miles, you can run 3,000 miles, 32, you can run 3,000 miles, you can run 3,200, 3,500 miles. But you know how hard you have to push yourself to hit 32,000 miles, not 32, 3,200 miles a week? Do people really understand? We drive 11 hours out the day. Right? Hey, B. Aggie. And I wanted to talk to y'all about this because for those who just come in the chat, let me give y'all the update. I'm back in my truck. I'm back in my truck because, I've been in the loaner. Because people done text me and say, yo, Sin, what's going on? You all right? You get your truck fixed yet? And I know there's other YouTubers who watch me in the bushes. And I know there's people that watch me that don't like me, and I don't care. Because you don't grind to put money in my pocket. I grind for me. I grind for what I'm trying to accomplish in life. You ain't got to like me. You ain't got to like the way I speak. You ain't got to like me at all. I don't care. You ain't hurting me at all. I'm on my focus. I'm on my grind. Is there drivers out here dealing with things still back in the hood? Yeah. Is there drivers out here that got friends that have not done nothing and they've been in trucking the last 6 months and they go home and they still doing the same thing? Am I right, y'all? Someone who you done elevated your life and they have not even elevated. And every time you see them, they got some type of excuse. Oh, nah, yo, that's what's up. I'm gonna do this. And after a while, you just realize, like, you got to keep moving. And when you decide that you want to better your life and you want more in your life, it starts getting lonely. It gets lonely. You know why it's lonely? Because when you decide to sit down and you start putting together a game plan for where you want your life to be, and you see more for your life, and those who don't see more for their life, the universe going to move both of y'all. Why? Because you looking at a bigger picture, right? You're looking at a bigger picture. And the ones who ain't focused, ain't got no game plan, they only looking at this. They're only looking what's in front of them right now. You're looking further out. When you decide you want to start putting your head in the books and you want to start working towards having financial freedom, and you want to be successful because you're tired of feeling like a nobody. When you're tired of feeling like, yo, I just getting paid teenager money. When you're tired of not making the money that you know you deserve. When you're tired of living in that raggedy apartment complex. When you get tired of living in that neighborhood, trash in the street. When you're tired of living in the projects, because in New York City, you know, pissy elevators. When you get tired of living places where they don't fix nothing, but you don't pay that rent, they'll fix something. They'll fix something. They might not fix what's going on in your apartment, but they'll fix that lock and have you evicted. They'll fix that. So for everyone who's been sitting in the bushes and waiting for me to speak about what's going on with my truck, and those who's been texting me or asking me on other people's lives and other people's channel, my truck is done for. Engine is done. I'm sitting in my truck now because I'm gonna start packing my truck up. I'm gonna speak, you know what, Randy? I'm gonna speak on that. I'm gonna sign on bonus. I'm gonna speak on that. But people text me and be like, yo, Sin, what's going on? You good? Your truck fixed yet? So obviously I know you ain't been on my channel. And I just had that happen. The other day someone texted me, yo, Sin, you good? Checking on you, Sin, you good? Your truck fixed yet? If you was following my channel and you was coming over here, you would know I was in a loaner. Now, I'm not saying that person who texts me don't text me any other time, because they text me and be like, yo, Sin, you good? This is such and such. I be like, yeah, I'm good. And sometimes you don't, sometimes it's not meant for you to always respond. Sometimes you just got to understand people need that time to process certain things. People will reach out to you, oh, what's going on with you? I ain't hear from you. Maybe because I'm processing things. Maybe I'm trying to figure out what's next for me in my life from this part of my life. Right? And I want y'all to keep that in your mind for your own personal life. Sometimes it's not meant for you to just respond back to a text message. Sometimes you deep in thought. Sometimes you might not call people for weeks at a time, but you just in your head. Sometimes you need your own space to just filter things out, to figure some things out. It's not meant for you to have conversation with everybody. Sometimes it's just meant for you to sit in silence. You know what I mean? So, certain people, they got to understand, like, listen, whatever is going to happen from this point on is going to happen. When my truck first went down, remember how my live got lit? Right? Remember when my truck went down, I put the post, truck problems. I seen people in my life I ain't seen in a minute chasing Andrew Jackson. Don't mean he haven't been here. He ain't been in the bushes. But as soon as my truck went down, chasing Andrew Jackson came through, say, yo, what's wrong with your truck? Hell, wait, yo, what's going on, son? He came flying right through here. Yo, what's wrong with your truck? Now, chasing Andrew Jackson doing this thing. Chasing Andrew Jackson came in this game after me and he have more trucks than me, but and I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. I met Chasing Andrew Jackson when he came over tonight. And he moved on from night and he done his thing. And there's drivers that's out here that's looking at a Chasing Andrew Jackson, looking at Coco Journey that came in this game after them, and they see them succeeding. Coco got her own trailer. Chasing Andrew Jackson had trucks. They came in this game after me. But do I look at them and start comparing my life to them? No, because it was just his time and her time. And there's drivers out here and they watching us on YouTube. You got to learn how to run your own race in this game. You got to learn how to run your own race in life. You can't wear my boots. I can't wear your boots. You might be a 9 in boots. I wear a 9.5 in boots. You might be a 10 in boots. I wear a 9.5 in boots. Also, you can't expect people to know what you've been through. And you can't expect people to care what you've been through. Coco's one hell of a grinder, Nadia sure is. She's a Cancer. I know her birthday July. Her birthday up there. People trying to figure their life out here on this road. Trying to get somewhere in life. Some people not even even if you're not a truck driver, I know you're trying to figure your life out. You could be coming from a long-term relationship, just trying to figure it out. You know, everybody has their own time to reap their benefits and reward, but you got to plant the seed. Like my boy Randy always kept telling me, Sin, keep planting the seed. Your harvest will grow. Keep planting. Yo, I'm 8 years in this game. I just started seeing the money in 2018. So what does that tell you? There's people trying to figure out how to get their credit right. So, for me, my truck is done for. I paid it off in full. It took me 1.5 years. It took me, 2018 I got it. I paid it off 2019. Took 1.5 years because I bought I got the truck February 2018. So I paid it off 3 days after my birthday. And the day I got the phone call about my truck being paid off, I was with one of my young subscribers, and he was with me. Sometimes you just gotta lock in on your grind. I ran a whole year straight on this road without going home. And people used to be like, yo, like when I first started and I was out here 3 months at a time, 6 months at a time, oh, that's too long to be in the truck. Other YouTubers be like, yo, that's crazy. First of all, I'm from the Northeast. We have a whole different mindset when it comes to grinding. What's crazy is being out of work for 2 years. That's crazy. Working for your food stamps, that's crazy. Being a grown man and not making the money that you know you deserve, that's crazy. Being with someone who don't support you, that don't support your dream, or support you with what you want to do so you can have better. And know that one day you got to get up and leave. It's drivers that came out here that they was on the truck with a trainer for a week. And the reason they quit because they was worried about what their girl was doing back home. I had drivers tell me like, nah, I went out there to do trucking and yo, I need to be in buns. You know, so I tell drivers, don't come out here. You got a bad relationship. And thank you everybody for all your praises and props you give me. I definitely appreciate it. God put me in this God put me in this situation to be able to speak to y'all. So I don't want y'all to think I'm just letting it just flow. So I don't want y'all to think I don't see y'all messages. I just want to let it flow. You know what I mean? And I appreciate y'all all. You know, I speak on my experiences because I know someone right now going through something right now, trying to just figure their life out. Like they tired of that job they had. They not giving you the money you deserve, and you trying to find a way out, and you tired of living check to check. Right, Diamond. Right. You know, to be out here trucking, and let me tell y'all something more deeper. You know, I lost my mom's 2000. And the last thing she knew I was doing before she passed was nothing. I wasn't doing nothing with my life. Hanging out, running the streets, doing nothing. So I grind for her last name. You know, and if you lost, last year, you know what we dealt with last year, we still dealing with this year. And, everyone done took a loss. We all took a loss in some shape, form, or fashion. But we can't sit in that energy. We can't sit in that energy. Do not sit in that energy. Do not sit in that energy. Do not allow yourself to continue to replay that situation. Yes, everybody grieves different. But at the end of the day, you still got to live for you. Make them proud. I grind so I can make my mother proud. Even though she's not here in the physical form, that don't mean she's not watching me. That don't mean your mother's not watching you. That don't mean your father's not watching you. That don't mean your brother not watching you. That don't mean God is not listening to you. That don't mean God don't hear your prayer. Feel me? Has it been fair to you? Hell no. Have it been fair to me? No. No. Your heart been broke? My heart been broke? Others' hearts been broke. But you gotta get up. You can't lay around in it. You can't sit in it. You can't dwell on it. It's life. You gotta get up. It's time to get up. It's time to take that step. It's time to take that leap. It's time to take risks. Because if you're not willing to take risks, you're not willing to grow. And you're going to stay content and you're going to stay right where you at. You're going to stay right where you at. No one is going to make your life better for you but yourself. Daz, I feel you, brother. I feel you. I feel you. Would you like to bring your friend, your your childhood friends to another level? Would you like to see them do better? Hell yeah, we all do. But guess what? They don't want it. Now what? Now what? How many more times you sit and you have the conversation with them when you see it's clear they are comfortable where they at? Mate, that's not the life that you want for you, but they content in that lifestyle. You love them and you try to push them, you try to give them words of encouragement, but at what point do you just be like, you know what, if they like it, I love it? When are you gonna realize it? When are you gonna finally just sit back and say, yo, you look at your bank account, you get your check, as soon as you pay bills, you still don't got nothing left to save on nothing. When you gonna sit there and say, yo, enough is enough? I deserve more. I want more. When are you finally just gonna sit down and start getting it together? Because guess what? We 9 months into the year and we almost, I think my brother-in-law just told me the other day, he said, yo, you know, we got 16 weeks to go before it's Thanksgiving. How many weeks is left before the New Year's come in? How many people sitting around you talking about, oh yeah, well, how many people sitting around you and the New Year's come in and they talk about my New Year's resolution? I'm already in my 2021 grind. How many people you was cool with and you barely hear from them? Why? Because you so busy. Why? Because it's just now you can't even have those conversations with them. Like, I'm moving up. I want a house. How can I sit and have conversation with people who don't see it for themselves? Because now it might sound like I'm bragging. But I gave them the push. I gave them the words of encouragement. I tell them, you can do this. You can do this. It ain't, God ain't say when you was born, all right, this person's going to be rich, this person's going to have a house, this person's going to struggle forever, this person's going to have a broken marriage, this person's going to have a successful marriage, this person's going to have a loving partner, this person's going to have a cheater. That ain't how God picked. No. We got to start making better decisions for ourselves. We got to start taking the accountabilities for the things that we do, the decisions that we make, and the things that we say. I'm far from perfect. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I still make my mistakes. I still have days where I'm frustrated. Yes. Yes, I have the days when I sit and in certain things I see, and I'll just be like, all right, universe, what are you trying to show me? What is it that you're trying to teach me? What is it that I'm not understanding? Show me. Give me the signs. Give me signs. Ask the universe to give you the sign. Why is this happening? Show me. All right, if it's time for me to make a move and move on, show me the sign. Give it to me. Show me. No matter how hard it might be, show me. Is it time for me to move on? Is it time for me to walk away? Is it time for me to go ahead and move to a whole nother state? Is it time for me to just move away from this neighborhood? Is it time for me to cut these certain amount of people off? Is it time for me to cut this person off? Show me. How you want to be successful if you're sitting in your head and you're doubting your own abilities? You're not. Stop doubting yourself. Stop questioning yourself. Stop being around the negativity. Because you trying to focus on where you're going in life. You're trying to get yourself into a better position in life. Because at what point do you start enjoying your life? Have you enjoyed your life? Are you enjoying your life? Don't answer it on here. I just want you to ask yourself this question. Nadia, you're welcome. I'm just... Some people will not change. Some people is not going to change on your time. Some people will never change. Some people don't want change. Some people want change. Some people will love you and still don't change. Some people will rock with you, be cool with you, and turn around and don't associate with you. Don't like you. Don't care for you. So, my phone is getting low. I'm going to start packing my stuff up in this truck. And once again, as far as my truck goes, it's over for it. What becomes, where I'm going from here, God only knows. God only knows. So if you got something going on in your life right now, God only knows, because it's written. If it's meant to be, it will be. And if it ain't meant to be, it won't be. And if you feel you don't know the outcome, just ask. That's it. Just ask. Is that person for you? Is that job for you? Is that situation for you? Only God knows. He's writing this. He already wrote it. I want y'all to think about something before I get off here. I want you to step outside yourself. And I want you to look at the last 5 years of your life. But I want you to look at it like you're looking at a movie that you already seen. Right? Remember when you met that person, maybe at a store? You met this person that led you to meet this person. This event happened for this to happen. Look back on your life and look how it all syncs together like it's a movie. God been wrote our scripts. So, new people came in the chat. Let me tell you what's going on with my truck. I'm here to pack my truck up because my truck is done. Engine is done. And I'm not going to rebuild it, so I'm letting it go. That's what this live is about. This is the end for the truck. I'm not going to rebuild it. I'm not going to put the money in it to rebuild it. It is what it is. I got it at 625,000 miles. It got 1 million miles. 1,011,000 miles on it. Today's the day a lot of y'all need to just sit back. Just sit back. Silence. Don't watch nothing. Just sit back. Just sit back. Drink your coffee. I need to go get some coffee after this. Sit back. Some of y'all got very good friends you can talk to. That understand where you trying to go. That understand that's been with you in your life. A lot of us don't want new friends. A lot of us is at the age like no new friends. So sit back and take today to just sit back and just ask your questions. If it ain't raining outside, if you can sit, just, I don't care, just some music with no lyrics. And just sit back, drink your tea, drink your coffee. You might just need a drink. But sit back, drink your water, drink your protein, whatever you're going to drink, but just sit back. Take today to just sit back. Look back at the events in your life for a moment and look at all the things that your life you done had thrown in your life, all the things that you done been through in your life, and you still here and you made it, and you didn't understand how you was going to make it when that situation happened in your life. You felt broke. But today you still strong. You still standing your ground. You still standing your ground. But remember that situation you was going through and it broke you? You felt broken? You felt like, yo, like, why? Why? So that's what's going on for everybody who's been wanting to know what's going on with my truck. My truck is done for. Engine is done. Ain't worth rebuilding. And I'm not going to rebuild it. And this is it for me here with it. And that's it. This is just it. I appreciate everyone's prayers. I appreciate everyone supporting me. I appreciate everyone who's been down with me from day one. God knows what's next. I don't know what. Listen, I speak to him. He speak back to me, and the way he need to speak back to me. And I'm just gonna allow and trust his timing. And some of y'all need to allow and trust his timing yourself. And I share my life experience with y'all because someone's going through something right now. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But trust in his timing. Some of y'all got hard decisions to make. Some of y'all got to believe in yourselves more than you do than ever before. You got to know your self-worth. You got to understand and know what it is that you deserve. You deserve better. You know this. You deserve better. You want better. And for all of those that came in my chat, let me say this. And I'm just going to speak in general. Some people don't come to my channel when I'm doing positivity the way they are right now. You know why? Because everybody been sitting in the bushes waiting to see what Sinister was going to do next. Why? Because I've been the motivational speaker in trucking. So people been sitting in the bushes waiting to see what I'm going to do next. Well, here's what's going to happen next. My truck is done for. And this is it for me right here. And at the end of the day, you still got to live your life. And you're going to go on and do what you do. You see what I'm saying? Because some people just love to see a train wreck. They love to see people fold. They love to have something to gossip about. Well, gossip about this. This is it for me right here. That's what it is. That's what it is. Now, I'm going to figure out and allow God to do what it is that he want me to go do. And maybe, like someone said in my chat, maybe it's time to take a break from trucking. I've been at it 8 years. So that's all I'm going to say right for this point on. Wish everyone the best. I hope today's message encouraged you, motivated you, gave you some clarity, gave you some hope. And remember, not everyone want the best for you. Some people is praying just as hard as you praying for things to work out for your life. There's people that's praying that it don't work out for your life. So, y'all stay safe. Keep your hand sanitizer. I appreciate everyone that's been with me on my journey of trucking. That's seen me grind and work hard. For those that got to witness the wonderful things God got to do for my life and how God helped use me as a vessel to encourage others. And none of this would be possible without the Most High. A lot of my messages I don't write. I just let it flow. So, this your boy signing off for right now. I'll still be dropping some videos. I'm going to pack up the truck. Well, I'm going to go get some coffee after this because I just need to. And yes, Nadia, I am a vessel. I am a vessel. And I want God to use me how he need to use me. So, y'all stay safe. And until the next time, it's your boy Sinister. And y'all be breezy. Take it easy, all right? Be breezy, take it easy. Later.